Hey everybody, this is Dust for Dust on Gaming, still a little bit under the weather, but we're going to soldier on through here, trying to start grinding towards the Mythic Championship at PAX East. We're starting out Silver 2, Silver Tier 2, because I finished up in Gold Tier 1 last end of season. Didn't really make it a priority after getting Gold. Got really close to Platinum a couple times. Was within one match, like twice or so, of actually getting to Platinum, but both times got kind of bumped down, got a little bit frustrated. Wasn't really pushing towards it because it was best of one anyway, but new things going on. Best of 3 is now an available way to get to the top. This is the Grixis Drakes list we've been working on for a little while. In the main deck, we have 4 Cast Down, 2 Moment of Craving, 2 Lava Coil, and then 3 Treasure Map, a couple Rituals of Soot, pair with our Drakes, our Crackling Drakes, and our Nib Mizzets, along with some Treasure Maps. Sideboard, Disdainful Strokes and Negates against the controlling decks, Moment of Cravings, and Fiery Cannonades against the aggro decks, another Treasure Map and a Nib Mizzet against the controlling decks, a couple of Vraska's Contempts and Eldest Reborns. We need to kill some bigger stuff like some of the more difficult to deal with Legendaries and Angels. So, this is the deck we're going to go into battle with tonight. We're going to do a little bit of grinding for about an hour or so, however many matches we get into. Notably, like I said, Silver Tier 2 can do both ranked, which would be best of 1, and then traditional ranked, which is best of 3. So, those of you who don't know, Wizards of the Coast made the huge announcement about PAX East. Huge 64-player tournament, $1 million prize pool. Even 64th place gets 7.5 grand, so definitely something you want to try to push for over the next month or so. That said, our chances aren't very high. You got to be in the top 8 here on Arena, but we're certainly going to give it a go to at least do well. This hand's pretty reasonable. Our opponent's on the play, which kind of sucks a little bit, but we at least have some interaction against creature decks, and we might very well be up against control, so do I want to shock this in for an opt? Yeah, we'll go ahead and shock this in for an opt here. Mono blue? Nope. Could be control, could be mono blue. See if our opponent takes the opportunity to resolve a trickster here. The Mizzet seems like a kind of card we want against mono blue or control either way. So see if our opponent flashes in a trickster. Opponent pretty obviously has a counterspell here. Be annoying if they have a copy of Tricksters, whatever here. Alright, so hopefully they don't have a way to get this off the board. I've already burned through 2 Tricksters. If they have an Exclusion Mage in the main deck, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. We're a turn or 2 away from playing what are they thinking about here? Alright, so they had the Trickster. It's annoying. Get to get in for 5 here. So, use Discovery, looking for a Cast Down or a Lava Coil here. I think we put both of these in the graveyard. Spell Pierce, not exactly ideal here. Shock this in. Go ahead and cast that down. Opponent obviously can suicide in some damage here. Third Trickster would be supremely annoying. Of course they do. So now we're basically dead. I need a chart, of course, into both untapped land plus Ritual of Soot here. Show them a Spell Pierce. And go ahead and concede here, because I have nothing to get around this. Alright, so interested in the Moment of Cravings. Interested in some amount of Cannonades. Probably kind of dive down. What other cards are we cutting? Treasure Map. Bit of a tricky matchup, especially without the shocks in our build. We're a little bit more vulnerable to them having a little bit faster starts. The fact they had, what, did they have 3 or 4 Tricksters that game? At least 3 Tricksters. I think they had 4, didn't they? Because we killed one, they flashed in another one. Yeah, they had all 4 Tricksters. That's kind of backbreaking. So mono blue doing mono blue things. In this hand's fine. There's a Storm Tamer. Just keep their threats off the board. Hopefully this Enigma Drake will resolve. They could have Essence Scatter here. Essence Capture, whatever the garbage is they're playing now. Sure. Yep. Probably looking for a Curious Obsession here. How many counterspells do they have? A new little addition to their deck is kind of obnoxious. Do you have yet another counterspell? You do. Delightful. Still no attacks. Probably interested in both those cards. Put this into play tapped. Go ahead and attempt to get rid of this. Force them to use the Siren Storm Tamer here. Yep, unsurprisingly. No attacks. Next turn we get to go Enigma Drake plus spell. Automatically resolved, huh? So our last card in hand must not be anything of significance. Alright. So they show us anything that we didn't already expect out of them. Not really. Is Cannonade even good against them? The Essence Capture is annoying. Pretty easy mulligan. I mean, it's a hand, I guess. Ritual of Soot. Yeah, it's the kind of card that can end the game, that's for sure. Definitely want that land there. They flash in Trickster here, probably just going to... Okay. They elected to not flash in Trickster. Sure. Probably holding up some type of scattering effect, which is whatever. If they want to pierce this, they can pierce this. Okay, sure, you have a Merfolk Trickster. Definitely want the untap land. Play the Blood Crypt tapped here. Do they have a Spell Pierce? Am I playing around Dive Down or am I playing around Spell Pierce here? How many cards do I currently have? So 3 out of 4. Guess we just jam Crackling Drake while we know it'll resolve. Storm Tamer, sure. This will pretty much be the game. If they have a counterspell, we're dead. So we're dead. Because I didn't shock in that land, we're dead. It's kind of frustrating. Definitely frustrating there. Should have known they had spell pierced by how they were representing stuff. Could have been dive down, could have been spell pierced there. So maybe it was correct to just fire off. Got the play here. His hand's reasonable. A little bit clunky with the double Niv opening, but Sacred Foundry. Definitely interested in both of those cards. Looks like Jeskai. Yep, opt resolves. Definitely not jamming here. That smells like ionize if anything else does. Yep, opt resolves. Jam this, it's probably going to get countered, but need to start working through their counter spells. Plus, if they want to Chemister's Insight this turn, this ties up their mana. I'm not going to spell Pierce back because they could have a Teferi in hand. So sure. Hopefully they play land, jam Teferi. Yep. Not Teferi, but card we wanted to see regardless of them jamming here. Say hi to my Niv. Looks like I settled the wreckage. Definitely not a Moment of Craving matchup. dive down protection here, so if they only have like a Teferi, we're good. Resolves. Alright, so it looks like they're... We don't know 100% sure, but I'm guessing they're like Crackling Drake, Niv Mizzet, Ralzeric, maybe some amount of... Get those in the deck, get these into the deck, get these. Cards we don't want, Mulvern of Craving. Cast Down's okay, but not like fantastic. Ritual of Soot's pretty garbo. Question becomes, like, what are the other cuts? So... difference between Cast Down and Lava Coil. You have a couple Cast Downs in the deck. Maybe? Question mark. Like they killed Drakes, and we don't have a lot of other ways to kill Drakes, so I guess we just go like this. Here we go! Wow. This is a hand that if we hit lands I think is pretty good, so I'm inclined to keep it, though it certainly is slow. I could land like a Search for Azcanta here or something, which would be problematic. Untap land would be ideal next turn. Yep. I gotta cast Opt. Down to the bottom. Okay, at least we drew a land, so I should be thankful there. So even though we're playing a turn behind, we at least are in the game, sorta, kinda. Hopefully they just let this resolve. Don't think there's too much on 4. I guess Crackling Drake would be a problem here. Certainly be the biggest headache they could drop here. Not gonna fight over this if they counter it. So they are definitely control. Seal away. Probably their least impactful 5-drop. Let's go ahead and run this out. We're going to fall behind on mana, but I don't think I can take this turn spinning my wheels. Alright, that's a nice one. Hopefully they have like a Settle the Wreckage here. Pass turn. Opponent's running low on turns. Niv Mizzet with 2 mana up, huh? Oof. Wasn't expecting that one to actually resolve. What are you going after here? Settle the Wreckage? Sure. Resolves. And got there against Jeskai. So there's the battlefield. May have to fight another target creature. Alright. Have time for at least one more match. Trying to grind from silver to mythic here. Get up in that top 8 if at all possible. hand seems reasonable. Crackling Drake that. Piece of interaction if we're up against an aggressive deck. A little bit slow if we're like up against mono red or something, but otherwise a fairly solid hand. Looks like we might be up against a controlling deck of some style. Chart, of course, and Enigma Drake. We're interested in both of those. Leave the Chart, of course, on top of our deck in case our opponent has like a Thought Erasure here. Esper, huh? Nope, Hero of Precinct 1. So I think we take the turn off to kill them here. Kill this idiot. Don't want them going young pyromancer all over us. Feel like I'm gonna get Thought Erasured here. Nope, another hero. Alright. Start crackly draking them. Do have this ritual so to kind of clean up if they go too nuts. See if they like Bell Haunt or something stupid here. Mortify. Disgusting. One of our various watery graves here. Basilica Bell Haunt, sure. We are flooding a little bit. No sense in attacking here. We're not really winning this race right now. See what kind of cards this list is playing. MTG. Esper mid-range. They don't actually play a ton of removal, do they? Yep, that one's annoying. Really want a removal spell here. That was dumb. Let's do that during my timing on this still screws me up. Alright, Nim Visit's a nice one if they don't thought erasure us. It'll be hard to race this Lyra here. Already burned through, what, one dive down? Might be close to stabilizing here. No attacks. Sure. Is there any card I should play around here just to be on the safe side? don't think they're playing Settle the Wreckage, but alright, opponent just scoops it up. Sure. So Esper mid-range, huh? Got some strokes, got some negates, got some stuff to get bigger. Hero, Deputy, Thief. Problem is we can't really go... I think we can safely take the Ritual of Soots out. Moment of Craving's not great in the matchup, but it's also decent against their bigger things. Guess we'll go down on Moment of Cravings and still leave Cast Downs and Lava Coils to deal with early copies of Thief of Sanity and Hero of Precinct 1. Maybe it's wrong to board out the Sweepers because of Hero. If our opponent was a little less aggressive, I'd be inclined to keep this one, but this was just too clunky. I think we're looking for lands here. Everybody needs a hero. Double tap land start, huh? So... treasure map? Looks like we're on the miss all blue land drops plan. Yep, Thief resolves. Alright, there's a blue source. Draw. Main phase. Do this. Lava coil that. Hold up Disdainful Stroke. Another Thief is a little annoying here. So I could jam Niv, and it could have Mortify or Deputy of Detention as answers, or I could jam Crackling Drake and hope to rip. Let's go to our main phase. Crack this for a blue. Crackling Drake. Alright, Disdainful Strokes. Not the best of friends here. Really want a copy of Dive Down. That's exactly why I wanted a copy of Dive Down. Do you have another answer? Of course you do. Thief of Sandy alone might win them this stupid game. Please don't have a third copy of Mortify. Jiminy Christmas. Just annoying enough, we have to stroke it. I think dive down's probably good enough here. No sense in playing out the extra Enigma Drake in case they have Deputy of Acquittals as one of their outs here. Alright. And we got there. So far in this session, squared off against sacrifice another creature. Interesting. Knight of Last Breath. So far we've paired off against Mono Blue, which we lost in kind of a close matchup, just got control, and Esper mid-range. So overall, pretty nice. The only thing I would consider is maybe getting another piece of interaction for controlling decks. Maybe cut a Fiery Cannonade for like a negate or another Disdainful Stroke. Maybe even the 4th dive down, depending on what we're expecting to face. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the sideboard. We'll just go ahead and another Disdainful Stroke for now, and kind of leave things as that. Still at silver tier, but we're getting a little bit closer. About an hour's worth of grinding. So, just want to thank everyone for hanging out. This has been Dusk for Dustin on Gaming. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.